When someone has a serious medical condition, if they meet certain criteria and they ask to die, they may qualify for an assisted death.
Bill was diagnosed with brain cancer.
My mom had endometrial cancer.
She had congestive heart failure.
My mom had MS, also known as multiple sclerosis.
Medical assistance in dying, or MAiD, is when a healthcare professional, specifically a doctor or a nurse practitioner, administers medication that causes the death of the patient who's explicitly requested. In other words, the healthcare provider gives you a medication that causes your death. It can be given as a drink, or it can be given intravenously. Both will work, and the healthcare professional will stay with you until you've died. What I want people to know is that MAiD is legal in Canada. It's legal and it's available in every province and every territory. This is now a covered medical service in Canada. There is no cost to the patient or the family.
We first learned about MAiD through a friend who mentioned it, who was a part of the medical community, and then we looked it up online.
And she asked her hospital doctor about it. And he said he thought that she was probably eligible, that she met the criteria.
This is not something someone's going to offer you. This can be an extremely difficult decision, quite emotional, and should only be taken with great care. If this is something you would like to request, you need to ask for it. Not just verbally, but written as well. There's a specific form you need to fill out, and it needs to be witnessed by 2 independent witnesses.
I just went down the hallway to good neighbors of hers and asked them to do it.
Witnesses for his request were family friends that we had known for many years.
Not everyone will want an assisted death, and not everyone who wants one will be eligible. You do need to meet certain criteria. You do need to be 18 years of age or older. You do need to be eligible for Canadian healthcare. And your healthcare professional needs to be convinced that this is a voluntary request, coming from you, no one else around you, and no other factors.
It came from her completely. She initiated the process by asking.
No one was forcing him to make the decision about medical assistance in dying.
Absolutely 100%. It was what she wanted.
You also need to have what's called a grievous and irremediable condition. In order to have a grievous and irremediable condition, you must meet 5 other criteria. You need to have a serious medical illness, disease, or disability that puts you in an advanced state of declining capability, that is considered irreversible by any means acceptable to you, that's causing you suffering that you deem intolerable, and that your natural death is in the foreseeable future.
We knew that he was declining. We knew that the decline was happening fast, that death was going to occur.
We absolutely knew that this was going to be the way that she died, that this illness was going to take her life.
They said they could maybe keep her alive for a year, but with drugs, and her condition would get worse.
Your healthcare representative cannot make this request on your behalf. This is patient-centered, patient-driven care. Just as importantly, you need to have a serious medical condition, and its impact on you and your ability to function needs to be advanced.
Physically, the decline was significant, and she wasn't able to do things that she really cared about.
She couldn't get out of bed by herself. She couldn't go to the bathroom by herself. She couldn't clean herself.
She couldn't open the food containers by herself.
Some people are afraid they might be rejected because their memory's not as good as it used to be. It's not so much that you have to pass a special test or series of questions. What's important is that the person who's asking to die understands their diagnosis, their treatment options, what an assisted death is, and what the alternatives are.
She maintained her ability to choose and her understanding of what that involved right up until the end.
The doctor made it clear that he could change his mind at any point in time.
She was fully in capacity of her ability to understand what was going to happen, and that she had the right to change her mind at any point up until the very second it happened.
Most people should be able to ask their family doctor or their specialist about assisted dying. If you need more information, you can contact your local health authority, your local MAiD Coordination Center, or go online and contact Dying with Dignity Canada. You can also contact our organization. We are the Canadian Association of MAiD Assessors and Providers, and we can help direct you to local resources. Not everyone will want an assisted death, but if it's something you think you are in need of, you should know it's available, and we're here to help.